Hey there, everybody, and welcome back to Utility Sports. Today, we are covering the breaking of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers beating the Green Bay Packers 31-26 in the NFC Conference Championship game. It was a wonderful game to watch. We got to see two number 12s battle it out, Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady, two of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play. Tom Brady is going to be advancing to his 10th Super Bowl, and he is going to be the starting QB of the first ever team to host a Super Bowl at their home stadium. Obviously, a few teams in the past had gotten close. No one had ever actually gotten there. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, coached by Bruce Arians and led by Tom Brady, will be the first team to do so here in Super Bowl 55. We do not know the matchup yet. That is the next game between the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. Austin, looking at the Buccaneers today, looked very well, came out and jumped out all on the Green Bay Packers from the start of the game. What was your kind of takeaway for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
I think overall, looking at how they dominated the line of scrimmage on the defensive line, they were just absolutely phenomenal. Shaq Barrett, Jason Pierre-Paul, they really got after today. So a lot of credit to them. One thing for Tampa, they could not get the run game going, but obviously we've seen a little bit of hiccups with that offense, but that defense was overall pretty stout. They came up with a really, really big goal line stand against the Packers that ultimately put them in a really good position to win the ball game. They obviously gave up a field goal with that, but they were able to, maintain that lead. So a lot of credit to Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but especially we got to get a lot of love to that defensive front because they were great today.
Yeah, Jordan Whitehead, especially too in that secondary, really stepped up, forced two fumbles today. One of them a key takeaway that led to good field position for the Buccaneers and a later score to Cameron Brate. That team is clicking on all cylinders right now. They didn't even have their best safety, Antoine Winfield Jr. That'll be something to monitor if he'll be back for Super Bowl 55. I do expect him to be back. He's a big piece of what they do on that defense. Obviously, the rookie out of the U of M. And Tampa Bay, they're just setting history right now as they continue to go. Obviously, Bruce Arians, his 7th season as a head coach, gets to his first Super Bowl. Tom Brady gets to his 10th Super Bowl. And everything that they did in the offseason to set this up, bringing in Tom Brady, paying him what they paid him, it is all worth it now at this point, knowing that you get to the Super Bowl regardless of what happens. And I feel very confident, actually, in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going forward. I think that they are a very complete team. I think that they have a very stout D-line. I think their cornerbacks have really elevated their play when it really started to matter the most down the stretch of the season and into the playoffs. Carlton Davis, Sean Murphy-Bunting, Jamel Dean have all been clicking. And I think that the Buccaneers are a scary team to face. I don't think that the Bills or Chiefs should feel confident if whichever one does advance to face the Buccaneers. Austin, as a Tom Brady fan yourself and looking at his greatness, making his 10th Super Bowl, what does this mean when it comes to the GOAT debate, and what does it mean for Brady's career as a whole?
I think if you look at it, no quarterback has ever been able to do it at his age. And his consistency throughout his entire career has just been incredible, start to finish. And a lot of people wondered, was he that system quarterback? I know there's a good majority of people that believe that once he left New England, that the success would not remain. Obviously, that is not true. He went to a 7-9 football team with a lot of the same pieces on it, and they are now heading to the Super Bowl. Let that just sink in a little bit if you are a Tom Brady doubter. Just look at what he was able to do with that team. He's a great leader. He's a great teammate. Obviously, he is a clutch player. There's so much to say about his performance throughout the entire playoffs. He went and won 3 road playoff games. Once again, that is not easy to do, right? So we have to give him credit. And it goes a lot more, beyond the stat line. I mean, if you're a box score warrior, I mean, you're not always the most impressed with Tom Brady when it comes to the GOAT debate. But when you look at what he does from a leader standpoint, I mean, being a quarterback is so much more than just, compiling stats. And clearly he shows that he is the greatest of all time and continues to cement that as his career progresses.
Yeah, you're definitely right. And the questions about him as a system QB under Bill Belichick in that New England offense, I think he's starting to prove that he's not a system QB. He is the system. He is the guy that makes things work. Look at the difference in Tampa Bay. I mean, he's a 43-year-old. He threw for 40 passing touchdowns this year. Absolutely phenomenal season. And he's proved it time and time again now here in Tampa Bay that it's just not Bill Belichick. The Patriots had a really, really down year this year without Tom Brady. And Tom Brady is now playing in his 10th Super Bowl. That is going to be a fun matchup to watch, regardless of who wins tonight between the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm very excited for that matchup, and I'm really, really looking forward to Super Bowl 55. Everyone watching, please make sure that you enjoy watching Tom Brady while you can. These legends come and go. So in this moment, even if you're not a big Tom Brady fan, just try to appreciate the greatness you are witnessing. This is something that's never been done in the history of the NFL and probably will never be done again from a 43-year-old quarterback. Just enjoy what you're seeing. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, you know what to do. Hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new, and we'll catch you guys in the very next video.